Reject Nation, I want to start this video by saying thank you so much. The very next day, it's rare that our shirt team messages me and says, hey, wow, the sales on this are crazy right now.
Great news.
Great news. The Choose Your Doctor t-shirt is on track to being one of our biggest sellers of 2025. And that makes me so happy because when this idea was conceived and then watching artist Alyssa Ferrari, give her a follow, Alyssa be crazy, watching it come to life, I was so happy to be able to share this with everyone. Doctor Who, imagine video game style, all pixelated, Choose Your Doctor shirt. It makes me so happy to see how celebrated this one is being, how much you guys have been gravitating towards it. If you guys haven't gotten one, do yourself a favor, get it. Shove out your retirement earnings to get yourself a Doctor Who shirt. Helps keep this channel and everyone here afloat. So thank you guys so much. One of our favorites before it ever started selling anything.
Showed it to me and I was like, I need that.
Yeah, it's incredible, incredible. So thank you once again. And now let's get on to the main event here because we're going to watch Doctor Who Season 2, Episode 3, or 15 by 3. And what, we're here on a Sunday when we said we'd be going back on Mondays. I wanted to thank Prepper right off the bat here because Prepper normally has this day of the week off, but they were willing to adjust their schedule, come in an extra day a week for the next few weeks, just to help us out with getting these Doctor Who reactions to you guys earlier. So much appreciated. They're a fantastic editing team, and they have been a massive extension of the channel. So thank you, Prepper, for being able to help us out. Aren't they great, John?
They're bigger on the inside.
Oh, yeah, they are. Leave a like on this video. Take a sonic screwdriver to the like button. It helps out this video get promoted and be seen by others. Subscribe and click that bell because, yes, we are going to be covering the rest of the season, not letting Prepper have a day off. Ha ha. Patreon. That's where you get the full-length reaction watch-along where you get to sync up with your own copy of Doctor Who. We are, of course, watching this off of the Grand Disney Plus. Yes. Sync up with us, and time code included, and it's a great way to help the channel out because whether it be the shirts, whether it be the Patreon, and patrons get a discount, too, at rejectnationshop.com.
You could do both.
Monetization problems have been unbelievably weird lately. And even for videos where it's monetized, we've been noticing the CPM has also been going down. So if we're not getting copyright claimed or partially blocked or fully blocked, it's also less revenue now too. So it's been a little weird few months, and Patreon and the shirts have been an amazing way to help offset a lot of these monetization hurdles we have been going through the past few months. So thank you guys for supporting us and helping keep the lights on around here. John, you ready to do this?
I'm ready. Let's go all on Z, babes.
Right where we left off, huh?
Hey. Like an
Both have,
exquisite corpse.
this is the third one in a row to be doing
yeah.
Right where we left off. That's unusual for Doctor Who.
If we can't get home, and if the TARDIS isn't broken, then it means, what, planet Earth is broken? 2025 is broken?
May 28th is broken.
Have we been invaded? Hit by a meteor? Or swatted by a giant moth?
Oh, imagine I'm off that big.
Oh, really? My parents are back home. And if this is Friday, then they go to this bar with their mates, and my dad sings, and everyone laughs.
Doctor looked a little over it when she said that.
Is that still happening, Doctor?
Uh-oh.
Are they safe?
I hope so.
Let him work.
Let the man cook.
I will meet your mom and dad, and I will make your dad laugh.
Hey.
And your mom can whistle at my behind. I will do the singing. That is a promise.
You can't promise.
Look at me. I can. I will.
Woof.
I do.
I do promise.
That's a vow right there, baby.
Yeah. The Doctor's Vow. That's a good title for an episode.
I'm pretty sure that is an episode.
Is it?
I'm not sure.
Where have we landed?
Hey.
500,000 years in the future, we have jumped, baby.
Wow, what a slingshot.
Do we still exist? I mean human beings. Is there still a human race in 500,000 years?
There is always a human race.
Oh.
Voyage out there and own it. Far and wide, across the stars.
That's how we do. Endless expansion.
Come and see.
Wait. Do they still speak English?
The TARDIS translates.
Do we get to change our clothes?
Girl, you are beginning to enjoy this.
Suddenly someone doesn't miss Mommy and Daddy so much, huh?
Come on.
Britney Spears?
Oh, I love it. I think this is actually kind of a fun recurring bit each time. Because this bit has
Wait,
repeated now,
that's
too.
like how they kind of wore in the Boom.
Get her in Cinta's costume. Disney synergy.
My name is the Doctor. This is Belinda.
We're just popping in, really.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Damn, seriously.
Touch!
This guy's like young Nick Cave.
Jump!
What do you mean, jump?
Whoa. Spooky.
Doing the Mission Impossible Fallout Doctor Who episode. The Well.
Russell T. Davies had a co-writer.
It's okay. Look.
They are Mission Impossibling it.
Whoa. Cool. And now aliening it.
The only two who can smoothly land.
Life with you.
I know. But look.
Look how vacant it is. But beautiful up there.
Okay. Aurora Borealis? Whoa.
You two are behaving awfully suspicious.
Explain yourselves. My name is the Doctor. This is Nurse Belinda Chandra. Who's your commanding officer back at base?
Squadron leader Chinchapa.
Well, I'm higher than Chinchapa, see?
Uh-oh.
Apologies.
Cool.
I am platoon leader Shaya Costallion. I was not informed of your presence.
That's the point. We're like mystery shoppers.
Played it cool. Look at his face.
Now you can return us to our blue box, which is in your ship thing in the sky.
Killing it.
Immediately.
Bad improv.
This is planet 6767, and the atmosphere is charged with galvanic radiation. It would strip the engines bare. The ship needs to slide down at retrograde velocity.
Which will take how long?
5 hours.
He knows how to ask the right questions to blend in.
Can we breathe for 5 hours?
5
Brain
hours.
that suit for 5 months.
Correct answer. Good.
She had a little smile on her face.
What the hell are you doing here? Because galvanic radiation is tough. Nothing can live on a rock like this. But you've traveled all this way. What for?
Oh, God. It's valuable.
Is a creature here? Oh, no, it's just their footsteps. They're mining a
Only
mineral?
base 15. Basic mining operation with a mercury drop line, stripping a layer of carbon-46.
I was right about something, sort of.
Base went silent.
Oh, it's like aliens.
How many colonists?
35. Trooper 3, any signs of life?
Nothing. No damage to the dome. We can't scan for heartbeats because of the radiation, so there's still hope.
Hope is irrelevant.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Hope is irrelevant. Thank you.
Hope is everything. In the earlier conversation in the TARDIS, that's what they were saying was
Oh.
about hope. From hope to hopeless, can you find hope in the hopelessness?
Very cool production value on this episode. It looks real good.
Blend of digital and digital.
And some dirt.
Troopers 4 to 9, follow us in. 10, maintain exterior guard.
Whoever that actor is, she's doing a great job.
Yeah, she helps sell the believability of what they're thrusted into.
This planet's uninhabited, but they're mining. Could something live underground?
Impossible. That radiation soaks through everything.
Uh-oh.
This whole world is cold, lifeless, and dead.
Gotta have one every Doctor Who season.
Oh, I'm just not loving the look, babes. I come in peace.
I got.
It's not appropriate to call me babes.
Oh my God.
Okay, hon.
Hun.
We have a body.
I think that guy's just super serious because of his ears.
He's had a rough
touch
life.
them.
He's got the
But they
Ben
might still
Stiller
be
thing
alive.
going on. The old Fresh Prince going on.
Hey.
Sorry, they've been dead for a while.
It's okay. Make fun of my appearance now. Now we'll call it even.
Colonel.
This guy's in better shape than me.
I'd say that he's broken his neck. Or broken everything.
That would be wicked painful. This seems like the ideal place to mine, though.
Every Doctor Who season has to have one episode that feels so much like an alien episode.
Yeah.
Almost every season.
Hey, it was an inspiration for the original show way back in the 60s.
This one has been shot in the back. Laser fire. There must have been a fight. But why?
Very good assessment, Doctor.
Yes. Signs of a struggle.
Nothing in here.
This one's got a broken neck.
Ugh.
This one is laser fire. Shalona Rosani.
I'm sorry, Chalona.
My Chalona.
They broke all the mirrors.
Ah, that's a good indicator, especially for the more supernatural Doctor.
You're right, same in here.
They're fighting Dorian Gray.
Half of them have been shot. Half of them have been assaulted. What sort of fight is that?
It's a fight that somebody won and then they started slaughtering all the rest of the people during.
There's a heartbeat.
Let's go.
Weapons up.
More space babies.
Single heartbeat. Inside that room.
Okay, so it's not the master.
I predict a child, like a newt.
Hey, get away from her, you.
Where's the eye line? Is it a child? No. Damn.
It's a lady.
Squadron, keep a safe distance.
Can you take me home?
Ooh.
Hearing impaired actors.
You can do whatever you want.
Hey. The TARDIS provide you ASL?
I have a daughter, Mum passed out, and she's with her granddad, and she's 2 years old, and I just want to see her.
Oh, no. Oh, my
That's
God.
how I shot her, I did it, but she was going to kill me.
Right.
My name is Aliss Fenly, and I just want to go home.
28, citizen of Monpasso, one daughter, Pelody.
Pelody. Ha.
I need you to keep everything audible. No private conversations.
Okay, gotcha.
He can have two conversations at once. He can talk while signing.
Alice, tell us exactly what happened. Why did you kill this woman?
It's good at spelling.
They all went mad. Every single person just went mad, and it all happened so fast.
It's a sound-based thing.
But not you.
But that's
gotta
the
be,
shout,
right?
and
Yeah.
she was my friend.
Was it like
She
a,
was going to kill me with her bare hand.
like a vibration on the mirrors or some shit?
I have never fired a gun in my life, but what else could I do?
Or maybe it broke all the mirrors.
I'm just a cook. I've been here for 12 months, and I cook for them, and that's all.
Oh,
But I have to kill my best friend.
Are you hurt?
so heartbreaking.
I don't know how to sign, but your arm, does it hurt?
I ran and I fell. Everyone was panicking.
Can I do my approach?
Oh, come on.
Got a doctor and a nurse here.
I'm a nurse.
A nurse you can't sign. That's against the law.
Whoa.
Get with the times, Belinda.
Can I ask, you've been on your own for a long time?
15 days.
What happened? They all went crazy. Was there noise? A gas? This mine shaft operates as a mercury drop. Was there any mercury that escaped?
I don't know.
Why did they smash all the mirrors? It's okay. It's okay.
Oh.
Is there a medical pack or something?
So we just abandoned on protocol. Is that it, ma'am?
Damn. Ncuti's got a great ass.
He
A little pop
does.
out there. Or anything?
Nice.
Shit.
Did the bend and snap.
I think he knew exactly what was in that shot.
15-foot radius round Aliss Fenly at all times.
Any sign of trouble, shoot to kill.
Oh. Oof. Let's go first aid.
I don't know what any of this is. You're a funny sort of nurse. Bandages, swabs, Similin.
All these years later, still Similin. I hope she
Leave
makes
us
it out
alone.
of here alive.
We're gonna do everything we can to help.
I'm getting a feeling
That's
she
so
won't.
kind.
Oh no. Oh no.
Something bad gonna happen.
Does it come to the next person or do you pass it along? Or is she something more nefarious?
Ncuti hasn't had the teardrop yet.
This is where they first dropped the mercury lines and drilled down. Capable of hauling up 2 blades of carbon-46 every day.
2 blades of carbon-46. Whoa. Wow. The well.
Well that runs 5 miles deep beneath the planet's crust, where light has never been before.
Nothing's responding. Someone's put a good old-fashioned restraining bolt in the system.
Something hiding down there?
There.
Whoa, don't hit the roof! Careful, boss.
Whoa.
Oh, real maverick.
Good shot.
I was brought up in the wildlands,
The wildlands.
shooting drought sharks from the age of 6. I could run faster than a snake glider. That's how I got into the forces. 14 years old.
Dang.
I'm a citizen of Lombardo.
No.
So in this century, Lombardo's a joint foundation with planet Earth. Belinda's from Earth.
Never heard of him.
Wow.
But the human race, you've heard of that.
Not in these parts.
But Earth is part of the foundation right now. That's a fact.
Uh-oh.
Your tests are very strange.
What are you guys? We just call it something different here?
I mean, the doctor looks human, but he's not.
Because you were a squad of 11 and we made it 13. What does that mean? Oh, is that gone? 13 is unlucky. Is that an old Earth thing? An old what thing?
Someone has erased the existence of Earth. That's not right.
Have you ever heard of
Oh! What the fuck? That's genuinely scary.
Yeah.
What is it? Wow.
Oh my god. That was scary.
I thought I saw.
Uh-oh.
We just came from a horror show where there's so much scary shit happening.
I know.
That's the
But this is
first
the
thing that
place
actually
you'd-
got me. Yeah.
This is the thing, place you'd expect it. Oh. Well, the doctor was saying, like, you know, humans have endured. They've spread all over the galaxy.
Honestly, there's nothing. It's just me. Sorry, Alice.
I want to go home.
Is the god of light playing shadow tricks? Do they need to throw her down the well? Is she supposed to be like a little girl in the well?
Just paste that on. Teaching the nursing staff.
You're passing the test.
You're amazing. Thanks, Mo.
You're dead, Mo.
Oh,
No Mo. No Mo. is
No
what they
Mo.
say.
Traditions of the human race. Have you ever met any?
I never heard of you.
She's not. She's something else.
Maybe they all are.
Everything's been erased.
Everything
But
has been restored.
Hey.
What's that thing?
Magic.
Magic!
We have fragments. Hold on. Base Commander's final statement.
okay, that's pretty scary.
Cool.
We checked the walkways. We found the rest of them dead. Aliss Fenly is the only one left alive.
Yeah, she's something. Or something's attached itself.
He's the expert. And he said to me that everyone's...
Whoa! They're doing that Insidious thing.
Why there? What happened?
What is it? What did she do?
No, she didn't do anything. I'm stupid. There's nothing there.
Don't have that self-talk.
I'm sorry, Alice. I didn't mean to scare you. I thought I saw something behind you.
But they isn't in there. Look at me.
No.
I'm all clean.
No.
Oh, she flinched, damn, too.
What did it look like?
But it didn't. It's an empty room. There's no one there.
You thought you saw a person?
Why, I didn't, did I?
What did you think you saw, though? Describe it. It's a broad universe.
Stay where you are, Aliss Fenly.
Where exactly am I going to go?
Keep it calm, thank you.
Tensions are good, too. Oh.
That dread music's really effective.
Nothing.
Did you see something?
No.
And what was that?
Guys, everyone starts speaking up. God damn it.
Is it a part of the presence that it won't let you say it or something?
It's a great big empty room. There can't be anything, can there? Sorry, cast a trooper 2.
Whoa.
Alice, turn to your right.
Cast a trooper too, smart.
I don't know what he's trying to prove.
Leave her alone, Mo. Come on.
No, but
No.
Gotta watch it from all
let them
angles.
do the protocol.
Yeah. Whoa. Like a scorpion tail or something.
There's nothing there. Look, I can see there's not anything. There's literally nothing.
But you thought you saw something too, man.
I know what you're saying, and I've seen it before. This is how it started.
Oh,
This is how I
jeez.
ended up killing my friend before she killed me.
Heartbreaking.
Absolutely nothing behind me. There's nothing there. Nothing.
Oh no.
Okay. Let's prove it.
Oh god.
I'll keep guard. I want you to correspond. Establish Aliss Fenly as a center point and execute a full circle.
I love the way they're dialogue in this.
Leave me alone.
look, she's terrified.
You will be quiet or you will be considered a threat to life.
And Belinda's empathy here is really creating a good contrast.
We don't know what it is.
Like there's an it, and they're trying to figure out what it is.
Oh, my old head.
It's some kind of thing.
It's a thing, and that's what they're trying to say.
This planet is flooded with galvanic radiation. Where does it come from?
Sun, but it's just a grey star now.
A grey star is a star that's collapsed. What was it before?
It was an exotic star, but that's ancient history, 400,000 years ago.
Oh.
The sun burnt out, the wars came, they stripped all the carbon off the surface and left it ruined.
When you say carbon,
Carbon 46.
and the definition of that is?
Diamonds. This is a diamond mine.
Let's go.
What?
What's wrong with that?
There's some very pissed off wife down there.
Stop.
Or what?
You're all gonna die.
What is this planet called?
6767.
The old name.
Oh, do we know this planet?
400,000 years ago.
Is this?
Oh, no, is
do we
this
know
Earth?
this planet?
It was called Midnight.
Midnight! My favorite episode. I was literally thinking this is reminding me of Midnight.
How cool.
That's why I put it at the dialogue.
Yeah. Good catch. Good ass catch. Oh, so cool. Oh no!
I was waiting till the review to say that, but the dialogue was reminding me of it. The paranoia and the tension.
Get back! What happened?
She threw her across the room.
She did not.
And the single female entity.
What did you do?
It wasn't me. It wasn't her. Mo, come back. Just listen to me.
Oh, sweet. We got a midnight sequel.
Don't go anywhere behind her. Come here. Don't you see?
What do you mean?
There is something behind her.
Oh my god.
I hope we don't ever actually see it.
Did you do this? Just try and stay calm. I did not take orders from you. Did you kill her?
No!
Then who did?
There's something behind me. All right? There's something behind me. I don't know what it is. No one knows what it is.
What the fuck?
Explain.
Something came out of the well. That's what they said. And they said it was laughing.
It doesn't make sense. There can't be something behind her, not from every angle.
Try telling it that.
Sonic screwdriver it.
Belle, what do you mean? Why can't we go behind that?
Belle.
It's like this. If this is Alice,
Okay.
and this is us facing her now.
Yeah, it's a parallax of some kind.
There's something behind her. And if you go behind it, you die.
If it was a clock face,
So always be
you
facing.
die at midnight.
Hey! Ooh.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Cool shot.
Don't go behind her. Don't go directly behind her, or you're dead.
In that case,
They'll shoot her from the front.
then why don't we get rid of you?
Because if you kill me, it go behind you.
It is
Oh,
like
it's-
the ring, like what you said.
Is
Yeah.
behind her, yeah.
They kill each other to get rid of it. But if you kill the host, it jump over to you. It hide behind your back, and it stays there forever.
Oh.
It follows
Doctor, you said you'd been here before. When was that?
many seasons.
A different life.
Yeah.
Back when the world is made of diamonds.
Call 14.
And I met something so vile. It had no face, no name, no self.
It was a brilliant episode of television.
Yeah.
I had never been so scared in my life.
What did it do?
It had fun.
Oh.
It played games. I think it was learning.
And you saw this 400,000 years ago.
It was ChatGPT.
And you're listening to him.
He might have information.
Dog.
Then I'm declaring a red code.
Well, you can't do that.
Who ordered the code red?
This is exactly what a red code is for, when the leader is incompetent.
You've been a pain in the fucking ass. God damn.
Yeah, dude.
Am I seconded? Yes, sir.
Oh.
You will stand down, Shaya Costallion, right now.
I think that we should all just calm down.
And you will be silent or you will be shot.
Someone bonked this dude on the head.
Clearly, bodies have been broken by some kinetic force, manipulated either by Fenly or by something in collusion with or in control of her.
Oof.
And I maintain...
No, don't!
Huh? Oh.
If it exists, we will bring this entity into the open. We will examine it, and if necessary, we will destroy it.
Then we will weaponize it.
Yes.
Do you volunteer to engage? Yes, sir.
Grow a name, Trooper 2.
Don't look. Don't look.
Shut up!
Oh my god. Oh, cool. Whoa. Are you happy now? Whoa. Yeah. Clock hand swinging.
Congratulations. You're getting everyone killed.
All of you, look down.
Listen to the doctor.
Whoa.
Stay where you are. Stay where you are. Cassio, turn away.
Oh, no. She's going to help.
Cast Trooper 1. Alice, turn 180.
Wow. Thanks for that. Is he just knocked out?
Doesn't matter. He was a problem.
I mean, yeah, he did kind of suck.
He's going to get everyone killed.
Yeah.
We leave this place. The mission has failed. We retreat. I'm sorry.
Going to abandon her?
You're contaminated.
My daughter.
Oh, Jesus.
We can't leave Alice behind.
Okay, we can't step behind her, but can't we maneuver her somehow back to the ship?
She's not leaving this planet. Not with that thing.
We live here now.
Don't turn your back on me.
Wow. All this stuff about going behind, asking not to turn her back.
Just stay where you are.
Too many people have died, and now it stops.
I'm now addressing the thing behind Aliss Fenly.
There it is.
Oh, the tear.
The tear.
The tear. That's the key to defeating it.
Oh, wait, no. It's just a reflection. Shit.
No.
My old friend.
Is it?
He's got a, there's a bit of a tear.
You have waited 400,000 years. Who are you?
Don't answer. I'm okay with not knowing.
Are you there?
Surprise us every 10 seasons.
What are you?
Whoa.
What was that?
Did I say something?
There it is.
Oh, the tear.
Maybe that's how you survived. You can't hear it.
Wait, it's saying.
It knows my name.
Oh.
That was actual name.
True name. Wow. Wow. Oh. Got the get out tears now.
Wow, that's so subtle. That's a shadow.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
What?
There it is.
I request elaboration.
I'm talking to the thing behind you. And behind that.
What did you see?
More things?
The way out. Because I forgot what type of mine this is. Oh, everybody get ready to run. And I mean, run.
Oh, my.
How many in air lock at once? 6. Shaya, get ready with that pistol. You are the best shot in the land. Yeah? And I need you to fire twice.
Okay. Ready to see how this pays off.
I am talking to that thing behind Aliss Fenly, you stone cold murderer.
Oh.
The thing behind you always gets destroyed. What if the thing behind you is you?
Whoa.
Left-hand pipe vent.
Okay.
Oh.
Right-hand pipe vent.
Whoa.
Mercury. This mine operates a line drop of Mercury 16.
Really cool shot, damn.
Going to reflect it.
It broke all the mirrors.
It'll see itself.
Whatever it does to you, yeah, you have got us. Okay, we are with you. Okay?
Yeah. Cool shot. Whoa! Whoa!
Okay, run!
Don't stop!
I want to see it.
Whoa. Cool horror movie lighting.
You don't have to see it, Doc.
Just hint at it. It's fine enough.
You go first. Get Alice out.
Oh.
We should have gone out.
We're not leaving you behind. The flight backs are dead. Just run as far as you can. Helmets!
Whoa. That looked like what happens when you try to travel to May 28th or whatever it was.
Are we okay?
But what happened?
Was that the thing?
The thing.
That looks clear.
I am sorry. I'm sorry. But we are not going anywhere.
What? Who got it?
Oh, damn.
Somebody got it.
It's not me.
How would you know?
That's exactly what the thing would say.
It's not me.
Oh, the cold.
I don't think it's me.
Oh, damn.
No.
Belinda.
No.
No, but Belinda, it might not be.
No.
She can feel it.
It's
Hear the
whispering.
whispers.
Yeah.
Take me.
No.
He could
Take
probably, he could probably handle it.
You can walk the universe on my back if you just set her free.
Wow, keep it with you the whole time.
Oh,
Oh, subtle.
woof.
Physical construction of this human race, is it similar to Lombardic?
Basically,
Then a shot fired 3 millimeters above the superior vena cava of the heart could mean death, or it could mean the narrowest of survival.
What are you getting?
She gonna shoot through her to
All you need
his love.
is a very good shot.
Oh my god.
Which we established she is.
She's the best.
But it'll go to you. This is my job.
Oh, you were so good at it though. Too good to lose. Oh. Oh.
She's going down the well.
Yeah, she's gonna free jump.
Serving Officer Shaya Costallion, Squadron 775.
Whoa.
I ran as a child.
Gnarly.
Wildlands. I ran from those monsters and never looked back.
That's cool. They actually see it this time.
To do my duty. To help. To protect. To bring hope.
Oof. Red lights.
Got Linda Hamilton look about her.
Badass.
No!
Oh.
Whoa. As she fell backwards, cut to her on the ground.
Thump, 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 thump.
Did it work? Are we safe?
Oh.
Doctor, they'd never heard of the Earth. What's happened to the Earth?
Oh.
I don't know.
That's why you can't get there.
And troop leader Shaya should be recommended for posthumous recognition, bravery in the face of impossible odds.
Yeah, man.
And Cassio, he tried his best.
I guess so.
The doctor gave orders to follow his advice.
you should shame
nuke
his
the site
ass.
from orbit and never to return.
Dishonorable to
And this doctor, what do we know about him?
Is it?
We thought he was
Is it
sent by
her?
you.
It says flood.
He's got this sort
Yeah.
of cargo on the ship, a big, tall.
It's like a Star Trek villain.
Was he carrying this?
Oh.
He was, yes.
Well, that's exactly what I needed to know. Just as I predicted, a vindicator in action. That's very good news.
Vindicator.
You okay? Sounds like a nightmare down there.
Is he still alive?
I've got to write the report and I couldn't even begin to tell
Is
you
it
what
behind
happened.
her? Behind someone?
Oh, no.
He's behind someone, right?
Oh, no.
What? Nothing.
Oh, no. No horror movie ending.
What is it?
Fake out?
Oh, the whisper. The whisper.
Got their thing
Damn.
ending in.
Oh, why would they give that away? Damn it.
Gang.
We just learned it was really
First,
sad.
Jon Pertwee. Now this.
Shit. Oh, well. All right. The same director of the Lux episode as well, Amanda Broche.
Hey, well done, Amanda Broche.
And shouts out to the actress who played Aliss, Rose Ayling-Ellis. Amazing, amazing. Well, that was a fun one. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are listening to us on Apple and or Spotify, please give us a rating. It would help out. And once again, rejectnationshop.com. I'll go to you first, John. What did you think?
I really enjoyed this. I'm going to wait for time to pass before I start to hold it up to midnight. But this really got me, hooked. And even though, we're in the era where there are a lot of alien riffs and a lot of stuff that's like, doing desolate paranoia on a distant planet. I like having that flavor as a part of Doctor Who. And this episode certainly drew me in with its tone and with its creeping dread. And just the atmosphere, they start out so fun and bubbly, and we're doing this like, we're changing outfits again, and we're skydiving in, and Edge of Tomorrow vibes. This is going to be exciting. And then you get to the surface, and then it switches to feeling like some kind of alien sequel for a little while in a fun way. Like, again, because Doctor Who has these origins in, we're doing stuff in black box theaters with paper mache, and we've gone in the history of the show from no means to all of the means, and I feel like they make pretty good use of the means. And when this finally, that's just one of those Doctor Who moments that's going to stick with me, is sort of that realization. And you were there, certainly well before I was. That idea of like, this feels a lot like Midnight. Oh goodness, this is a follow up to Midnight. And that's both exciting and a little bit treacherous, because that is an episode that was so standout. And I feel like Doctor Who certainly has peril, but they don't always go for horror. And this is certainly more of a horror-centric kind of episode, kind of couple of episodes. And they, leave you off. There are a lot of stingers in Doctor Who for like, but there's still something perhaps sinister afoot, but in a different way. Whereas this had that horror movie ending of like, the creature will return. You have not defeated it. You have simply staved it off for a moment and maybe saved a couple people you were hoping to save, but not everyone. And I think they're doing, I like this interesting kind of like segue from one episode to the other, just as a seasonal motif. I feel like the recent seasons have gone out of their way to try and serialize more than the show is known for. Not that it's never had serial elements in any iteration of the show, but I feel like it's especially kind of trying to work that sort of like, if you put an album on and every song just blends into the next one kind of feel, which is neat. And yeah, I had some other thing that was going to come behind the behind, but yeah, what did you think?
I think this is my favorite one of the 3 so far. I feel like Lux will probably still be the preferred one for people generally. Out of the 3, though, personally, this is my favorite one.
This hit all quadrants, I feel like.
Yeah, it's a 4-quadrant episode. And in terms of this whole thing of like waiting to compare it to Midnight or something to that effect, I don't feel like this episode is anywhere near as strong as Midnight. Definitely not. Like, there's aspects to it that I think maybe bit off a tiny bit more than it maybe could have. Just like percentage-wise, I don't mean that in a way of like this is a bad episode or something, but in terms of like being the first episode to be a direct sequel to Midnight, I don't feel like it at all. It's like the same thing about like the Weeping Angels. Like Blink will be the ultimate episode. It's going to be really hard for any Angel episode to come close to that of Blink. You know?
No, I don't think this would eclipse that at all. It's more like how close does it get? You know.
I don't feel like anywhere near as close. The debate around it is, but still, it's like exciting to me that they would actually bring back the. What's up?
Keep going. I love a review that has business.
It's exciting to me that they would actually bring back this concept too, and like their alien the Midnight episode with Tennant is not alien riff to me at all. And they've done many episodes that are like, we go to a planet and there's a colony and something's gone wrong and there's a thing attacking or it's been abandoned or vacant. And that is a motif that Doctor Who has explored plenty of times. And I thought this was one of the stronger ones because sometimes what they'll do is they'll go a little bit bigger with the monster. Or they'll try to show some monstrous shit. But we don't really actually go that far. It's primarily a tense debate about like, what do we do? And really, it's a strange thing. If it wasn't a Midnight sequel, I'd probably give it even more praise. But because it's directly tied to that of Midnight, I do start comparing like, well, here's what Midnight was actually doing of why that dialogue back and forth and the escalation of that back and forth was so impactful and has been hailed by many as one of the best Doctor Who episodes of all time. And so like, let's say that it wasn't like the Midnight sequel episode, if they didn't tie it into that, I want to like kind of only view it from that lens, which is going to be a bit of a challenge for me. But in terms of that, I enjoyed the main actress who played Alice. I already forgot her name. It was on screen for a reason. Rose Ayling-Ellis. I enjoyed her performance a lot, and like immediately endeared, but also hitting those right pitches of, wait, do we suspect her? Is she someone who's actually an entity or something? Is she one of them creatures? And for this, also for Doctor Who, in this iteration, to be exploring more of the gods and supernatural-esque qualities of the cosmos, Midnight was an unresolved thingamajig that we never figured out what the hell that was. So to bring back something from the past when so much of the conversation with this newest iteration with Ncuti has been, the more supernatural-leaning era of Doctor Who, but then to go back to that, and then for the last episode to also acknowledge, Blink significantly, which has a supernatural flavor to it. It's cool to say, like, a lot of people might be going, hey, this is the time when Doctor Who's getting more supernatural, and they're kind of reminding you, like, no, it's actually always kind of been there. It's been percolating there.
There's always been fantasy and I feel like Doctor Who since the dawn has spanned the science fiction to fantasy spectrum.
Yeah. It has for a long time, but I think now more than ever. And I think the thrusting into, along with its incredible production value, CGI and digital effects are a thing where people mainly point it out when it looks bad, and then they want to rip it apart and really comment on it. And are there times where the background does look like a green screen that Ncuti Gatwa in particular is placed against? Sure. But most of this I thought looked amazing. And when you're going to go, when you have to like drive home what this power is and the dark isolation of it, you need a beautiful production when you're first entering, but then to go more play like an intimate between soldiers of that. And I do think some of the dialogue perhaps could have been a little bit more enhanced, even though I liked the dialogue, even though it was a good debate. There was a solid portion where it was like, there's something behind. No, it's not behind. No, there's something behind. There's something behind. And I know that
couldn't be. I'm crazy.
Repetition would be there, of course. Of course, there'd be repetition in a thing like that. But after a while, I was like, okay, now I think we're getting a little too repetitive here about everyone's just kind of saying the same thing.
It kind of muddled that motif from Midnight. I was like, does it make, because that had a whole like mimicking copycat element to it, and it's not in full effect here, but it's kind of hinted at, which on the one hand is like kind of cool because you're like, oh, a hint, but also you're like, has the entity evolved or are the rules just different this time?
Well, the other one, Midnight, was very much a survival type of. I've only seen it that one time, but it really sticks with you. You get that haunting moment where it looks like they're going to like sacrifice the doctor to save their own asses, where everyone's turning on them. And it never quite reaches that menace. It never reaches that type of haunting. But I don't feel like they're aiming for that level of horror either. Like this goes a lot bigger with the swinging around and then even little teases of like, maybe if we slow down the frame, we can actually see what it maybe kind of looks like that they're teasing, which is, I'm so of two minds about that. If this wasn't a Midnight sequel, I wouldn't care. But because it is, I'm like, I kind of wish we don't see like it at all.
Yeah. I'm glad they didn't show any more than they did, but this is one of those things that I guess creates an anxiety in you as a viewer when it's happening. You're like, oh God, please don't go too far. Are they going to go too far? And I don't know if it's fair to hold the show accountable to really put a pin on like, we did not, and we earned this. And, as it stands, like, I thought the flashes were, I'm inclined to be like, it's more than I would have liked, but I'm glad it wasn't more than it was. Because as it was, if it wasn't Midnight, I would be like, cool, I have a thing to wonder about, Whereas with Midnight, I guess it's the treachery is going, do I want it to be a complete wonder?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, I could be remembering this incorrectly. I believe Midnight was one of those episodes that was constructed due to budget constraints, and they needed to come up with an idea that they could shoot.
Yeah.
And so it came out of necessity, and then this concept was conceived. And with inherently that concept works best as a small scale as possible. And so when they were going bigger here, I wasn't as attracted to it because I preferred the more small scale. And again, it is the thing of two minds of wanting, like, I'm excited that you're doing Midnight sequel. Like, honestly, like there's a big part in my brain that also exists. I'm like, I'm just happy they're doing a Midnight sequel. That's fucking cool.
It's really cool.
And then there's this other part of me that's like, what makes Midnight special? So you don't go big. You go really contained.
This is like a bottle-ish episode in just a very big, expensive bottle.
Yeah. But I think like all the actors are really good. A lot of times in this show, it can be hit or miss when you bring. And I think like this, I feel like this director, Amanda Brochi, she is probably like a perfect director for Doctor Who then, because the last episode introduces other characters too, guest star characters, and the way they're presented. I'm even thinking about like the dude at the diner or the mom. A lot of times in Doctor Who, when these other, take the first episode, a bunch of characters of this season, a bunch of characters are introduced, couldn't give a shit about like 99% of them. Whereas here, I did feel the concern. I think she understands how to like capture people via learn about them through their actions and how they're responding in the immediacy of something. Not like give us a bunch of backstory, like tell us who you are and all these things. Like you learn little bits. And again, that goes with the writing and in conjunction with the directing. So I think the directing of this was really strong because yeah, these characters were awesome. Like I like the Shaya character a lot too. You know, like it was really moving when it cuts back to her childhood. I like that you actually see they reserve the visual of her childhood for the end, versus showing it when she's first explaining it. Like I didn't even know what we were looking at first, and then I was like, oh, okay.
Do it when she's actually reliving it, like physically, mentally, in some kind of sense memory way, not when she's telling you her backstory. When she's making this mad run because she's desperate and it's wartime and it's all that she knows to do, then it's meaningful. And you can, like, I think, like this episode does have a lot of like big upswell of emotion, and it, at least for me as a viewer, did a good job of in the moment really making you feel that weight and swell of, you know, by the end of the episode, it does feel quite climactic, and you are sad to see this sacrifice be made. And that complements, you know, the Midnight episode as well in its own way. But like, I thought those choices, those little nuances and when and how to do little bits of, I don't know, interspeak within situations, like when they're first starting to talk with Alice and the doctor's kind of trying to communicate with her on his own level, and then they're kind of pulled back in. And even just the presence of something like sign language in a universe like this is just another one of those like nice, again, human nuances and expanders, and what a great performance, but also like, you know, an interesting kind of imagining of how we would handle, you know, hard of hearing in the future, you know, and things like that, and how everybody even chooses to interact with that. Like they have a multitude of like little beats and moments. Belinda's like, I'm sorry, I don't know how. And then the other soldiers are like, I can just beam it to you. And the doctor's like, I fully speak this, you know? Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that goes into like the quality of the episode that, like even if it isn't quite as momentous of like a damn, like what an inspiration. I think that's maybe part of it too, is not to say that like Midnight is good because they had these restraints, but sometimes big restraints on what you can do on screen does lead to like the need for insanely clever writing. Of course. And this was, really tonal, but it's not necessarily doing anything that blows your mind in addition to the fact that it is related to Midnight. It's really cleverly constructed, and the tension is certainly there in both the performances and in how it's conceived. And I think this episode, compared to the previous two, had the least wear, and it felt the least like it could have probably benefited from a slight bit more time, but this one felt the most proportionally paced and scripted out of the three from this season thus far to me.
I would say so. Lux, I know, was pretty beloved, and there's aspects of Lux that I prefer over this episode for sure, because I think Lux does more memorable new things.
Yes,
you know, and what I think this one really did though for Belinda for me is this really drove home the doctor and nurse companionship between them. That makes the specialty of who they are in terms of like them in the field as doctor and companion. I thought was the strongest here. I know there was when we mentioned our feelings about where we're at with Belinda so far in the last one, there's a lot of people who were like, no, I disagree. Totally cool. Appreciate welcome disagreements. And, you know, you're just blocked now. No, welcome disagreements. and this one, though, I thought, like, when it was Belinda engaging, I was very much thoroughly engaged with what she was doing. And the thoughts of, like, those other thoughts I was having in the previous two episodes didn't even cross my mind.
Sure.
I think this is a great episode of learning, getting to know characters through how they're responding in a situation, which is very much like The Thing, which both Midnight and this feel like a play on. And this feels more like a play on The Thing than Midnight does. And I also thought Ncuti Gatwa, as the person who did not play the Doctor way back when in the episode of Midnight, I believed those were his memories, though.
Yeah, that's a good call.
And I think that's part of the strength of what he brings to the role as the Doctor too. And really the real star of the episode to me is Rose Ayling-Ellis.
Yeah,
You want to talk on her?
Oh, no. I mean, like, that's such a centerpiece of a role of a character. And I mean, obviously, given just the way society is, it's going to strike you to have, a hearing impaired actor, spotlit in an episode. But, like, again, what a performer. And at a certain point, like, it is the truth. To me, it feels like the truth of life, which is like, at first you're like, oh God, am I going to be able to understand? And I like that they had some dialogue with her that did not have subtitles, because that calls you, I think, in a different way than when it's spoken language, to like tap into the body language, because it is, sign language is supposed to be to a degree intuitive. And yeah, like at a certain point I kind of forgot all about it. And they make it a part of the episode in an interesting way with the whispering that I liked, and there are things about that in a mystery sense. I think this as a mystery episode gives you a lot of threads to pull as a viewer who wants to figure it out, and it never loses its sight of that. And I think a big reason why is just because she is so convincing and her plea is so relatable. I just want to go home. I just want to see family member of some kind, and she's great at really, I feel like there's I'm sure you as the performer have to just play it absolutely straight. So it's the combination of the performer and the direction that, like, the performance left space for me to extrapolate and to wonder and guess. And, at the end of it all, you feel like it's probably not going to be that she's some kind of monster. But at the same time, there's enough here that I'm keep wondering, and I'm not sure. And, it's all tied around with this sincerity. And I think the positioning of an actor, again, who is, in the deaf community is sort of a way to, there is an othering of those people in society. And so I think as a dramatic just piece of the puzzle also creates that opportunity for the audience to kind of question themselves a little bit and why they're responding to the character this way or not. So yeah, I don't know. I thought it was just a terrific performance and a cool way to, again, incorporate the choice, but also not make it like, I don't know. It seemed to fully fit the piece, and that's what you want with any piece of casting, and I thought, it exemplified that. And it was, I know Ncuti Gatwa's take is often sort of, I think one of the things people debate is the degree to which he shows that emotion. And in this episode especially, it felt very warranted to have the degree of emotion and that level of tension in the room, and that way you can feel an energy between him and her in a different way than everyone else.
Yeah. Overall, I thought it was a really great episode. I really enjoyed this one. I'm liking this season a lot.
Yeah.
I think it's a really solid season.
Last thing I'll say, you said that thing about the doctor and the nurse, and I think here their character dynamic is that really spoke the most thus far to it. And I love that they have a beat where, like a doctor and nurse in real life might, the doctor literally says, I'm going to toss the mic to the nurse because she's the one who's literally like been in the trenches of this. Like, I am the expert perhaps, but she's actually been here, she's seen the thing, You better listen to her as well as me. My authority carries over. Like, we're both experts in a sense on this situation. So it's kind of neat.
Yeah, that's a good point. Thanks for sharing that. Well, guys, what did you think about this episode, man? Leave your thoughts down below. Reject Nation, thanks for welcoming us into the Doctor Who world. I really love this. I love this show. And I love Doctor Who quite a bit, actually. And my love for it has only grown over time. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys who bought the Choose Your Doctor t-shirt. Again, link in the description box. If you are watching on the television, you can scan that QR code. Otherwise, we will see you very, very, very soon. Peace.
Pieces.
Khadijah Sims.
Hey.
Nice to have you back, because we are going to be going into battle and we need our Pokemon Khadijah Sims.
I choose you.
We choose you.
We choose you.
Let's not forget, this is a partnership. If we're going to dominate the world as a Pokemon trainers, we got to make sure we're aligned here.
The Pokemondo tag team. We as trainers tag team.
Absolutely. See,
use the Pokemon.
You get where we're coming from.
That's right.
So Khadijah, when we unleash your powers against a Charizard, which is a living, breathing dragon, in case you forgot.
It's true. They just call it dragon.
Khadijah's powers, you guys aren't ready for what Khadijah has in store when you unleash Khadijah. Khadijah opens mouth, balls like from a ball pit fall out.
Yes.
Start shooting.
Yes.
Making children come to play with balls.
Khadija is a microplastics Pokemon.
Because this works on like a very primal level.
Yeah.
Is that when the children show up, Charizard murders all the children.
Oh, that's right.
Charizard, guilt, shame.
Oh no, Charizard
wishes to retreat.
Oh no,
Flies
that's the real
away
defeat.
across the world, lives alone, isolated till
for many years.
till he perishes.
Yeah, just
dies alone.
Just withers away, rots on the top of a ancient volcano somewhere.
That's Khadija's main power.
Dude, wow. You only need to use that move once.
Really? Had many because
it's like super effective.
It's very effective. Shame can go a long way. And if anyone knows how to shame, it's Khadija.
But it only works on Charizard.
Sadly.
So you better hope you get lucky.
Sadly.
Next
Blastoise
battle.
welcomes the murder of children.
Blastoise, my dude. It's okay. Don't worry. You'll come up with once you evolve, you'll come up with a new way to make Blastoise kill all the kids and then go, mourn and perish.
That's our next patron.
That's right.
All right, Khadija. I think
you're a master.
I think you're more than satisfied with how this went.